days you're gonna lose. I tell you, I got news for you. You're losing all the time, you never win. No, if you believe that's how it's gonna be, I better put you down. Get up, you take your up and come out on the ground. You gotta save me now. You better turn around. And I looked around. I was heading down. Oh, somebody throw me down the line.
Good morning, my friends. Oh,
This is some days you gotta give. This is some days you gotta take. That's the way it's gotta be. Roll it over and you will see. City streets are full of people going nowhere, making time. The change from night to day is really only ours. It's just an hour.
there we go. Now, good morning, my friends. Happy Tuesday to all of you. Daily show, 9:10 to the time on this 22nd day of July, and we got a busy day for all of you. First 2 hours are here, and then at 3 o'clock, we're going to be at Villa Rose celebrating their 40th anniversary. Their open house runs until 6 p.m. today. We'll be there until 5. Coming up on the show today, we're going to learn all about Triune Canine Training and Event Center, and really excited about this. You know, I was learning about it a couple of weeks ago and really fascinated. John's wife, Kathy, her dog is just fantastic, and seeing some of the videos and the ribbons and learning more about that process is going to be really cool. Then at 10:30, we're going to run that conversation we had with the Village of Godfrey yesterday. For some reason, we had that issue getting on the stream yesterday, so we're just going to replay that one for you so you don't miss out on that. So in the next 2 hours, that's what's coming down the pipeline, and then at 3 o'clock, we'll be at Villa Rose celebrating with them. But in the meantime, top of the hour news now. Here's what you need to know. Alton Mayor David Goins has revoked the late night liquor licenses for Hiram's Bar and Pour Decisions, effective immediately as of July 21st. These establishments will now close by 1 a.m. instead of the extended hours previously allowed until 3. This action follows public hearings held on July 14th, where evidence presented by Alton Police Chief highlighted safety concerns. In support of this move, Alderman of the 2nd Ward, Martha Pfister, has introduced a resolution to eliminate late night liquor licenses citywide by December 31st of this year. The coordinated effort among city officials and police aimed to create safer and more sustainable downtown environments while supporting local businesses. In the early hours of July 22nd, a high-speed chase unfolded in Alton after Madison County Sheriff's deputies attempted to stop a white truck on College Avenue. The vehicle fled, leading officers on a pursuit onto Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and into the Argosy parking lot, where it finally stopped. One suspect was immediately taken into custody, while the second fled on foot. Jumping into the Mississippi River, the Alton Fire Department's fireboat was called, but not needed, as the suspect exited the water and was apprehended. Authorities suspect the truck may have been stolen, and one suspect reportedly swallowed narcotics, prompting ambulance assistance. Alton Police assisted in the multi-agency response with no further details at this time on the suspects. At the time of this posting, we'll keep you updated when more details do emerge. A man was charged in Bethalto with truck arson and assault after that incident we reported on just a few days ago. Joshua Morrison has been charged with aggravated arson, and aggravated battery, those 3 charges following that incident at the apartment complex in Bethalto. On July the 19th, firefighters responded to a truck fire on Grant and extinguished those flames, while police found that victim injured from an assault. During the investigation, Morrison barricaded himself inside the building, prompting a response from Metro East SWAT. The tactical unit peacefully removed him from the scene, and he was taken into custody. Multiple agencies, including the Madison County Sheriff's Office and Illinois State Fire Marshal, assisted in resolving the situation safely. Authorities in Alton are investigating the recent defacement of the city's northern entrance sign, which was vandalized with a hateful message targeting local resident Corey Davenport between the night of July the 18th and the early morning hours of July the 19th. Davenport, with the sunken press, expressed disappointment but remains committed to his community work. He thanked residents, including Paula Jameson, for quickly covering the sign until it could be replaced. Alton Police Chief Jarrett Ford confirmed the active efforts to identify those responsible and urged anyone with information or dashcam footage to contact the police department. The community condemns the use of public property to spread such negativity. And finally, in the news today, Daniel Robert, 48, of Houston, has been sentenced to life in prison after being convicted of leading a cocaine trafficking network that moved over 325 kilograms of cocaine into southern Illinois. The operation, active from 2014 until 2018, involved multiple couriers and generated an estimated $1 million in drug sales. Robert faced charges including conspiracy to distribute, money laundering, and witness tampering. Several co-defendants pled guilty to related drug and money laundering offenses, and authorities have emphasized the sentences underscoring their commitment to dismantling the dangerous drug organizations and protecting communities from narcotics. That's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend this morning. Let's take a look at weather. It's going to be a hot one today. Right now in downtown Alton, it's 83 degrees. It feels like 103 out there. Today, that heat advisory is still in effect and will run until July the 24th until 7 p.m., but expect that heat advisory to extend out a few days. The heat index values today up to 108 in portions of southwest Illinois, and those hot temperatures and high humidity events can cause heat-borne illnesses or heat illnesses, so please be mindful of that. Today, partly sunny, very humid. There will be a thunderstorm in parts of the area today and this afternoon. Tonight, it will be clear, it will be warm, and it will be very humid. That humidity staying around 90%. Today, temperatures reach about 90 degrees and drop down to 75 overnight. Tomorrow, temperatures reach 96, drop down to 76 with no rain in the forecast and more sun than clouds. On Thursday, it will be hot, a high of 99 and a low of 74. And on Friday, a high of 92, a low of 75, partly sunny skies. And on Saturday, we start our weekend with temperatures touching 90 degrees and dropping down to 73 overnight. There will be a period of thunderstorms on Saturday morning. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. It's 83 degrees in downtown Alton, and it feels like 103 out there. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, Return Home. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time by going to RiverBender.com/weather or downloading that app today. Hey, while I have you, make sure you check out Hainer Library's Library of Things. I mean, this is really cool, whether or not it's for you or the kiddos. You know, especially if you only need the item once, you go into Walmart, you pick it up, and then you got to return it the next day, and that's always a hassle. With your Hainer Library card, you unlock a ton of stuff with this Library of Things, including an Espen projector. You can do a movie night with a projector screen and a stand with it. Plus, go ghost hunting with the family or outdoor machines. There's also microscopes, green screens, stand mixers if you need some baking done, a piano, multi-purpose speakers. There's so much more when it comes to the Library of Things. And what I think's cool is they add to it all the time. So make sure you check it out at HainerLibrary.org and make sure you get your library cards. You don't want to miss out on all those benefits like ad-free, for free streaming with Biblio Plus, where you get movies and TV all at the touch of a button. There's so much more to unlock with it. Get your Hainer Library card at HainerLibrary.org, and don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way.
Attila Fest is coming to Alton Amphitheater on July 26th. Presented by D. Smith Promotions, hosted by Reason to Doubt Podcast. Don't miss your chance to see Big Boogie and Boozy Badass live on stage with special guests Dirty Mugs, Borderline, Marquise Knox, and NKG Band. For VIP and slots, call Queen at 314-967-8999. Attila Fest. Don't miss it.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois, with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Oh, and I don't drink whiskey. I don't know how it feels to hurt. Oh, and I ain't been lonely since you said goodbye.
Welcome back. Daily Show on a Tuesday morning, 9:24, a little bit of change. Back with Joan and Triune. Canine Training and Event Center. I told you I would botch this. I was so nervous about it too. I was getting in my head and I was starting to think about all the possibilities that could go wrong. You know, Joan.
Yep. just like it looks.
Yep. And well, in Triune though, I was doing a little bit of research and just on your website, and it's really interesting just to see your experience in training canines and training dogs, and really just the success that you've had over here. You know, the last couple of years. Take me through that a little bit. What led to your move up this way?
Well, I actually started my business in 1986 in Kansas, so I've been around a while. Trained there for, until 2010 when I decided to relocate to St. Louis area. Once I relocated, I was actually training out of other facilities until I got so busy and people wanted me to do more and more, but I had no time at these other facilities, that it was time to step out and put my foot in and start looking for a place to build so that I could just train all the time on my hours the way I wanted to do it and not the way other facilities like to do it. And so we've just grown and grown and grown, and I've built my dream, and now I'm living my dream.
That's incredible. Well, and take me through, how'd you get started in training dogs?
Well, I actually was an Army brat, so I did not have a dog. And so I was actually pet sitting, my very first pet sitting job at age 6. And then I trained my first neighbor's dog when I was 12. And it was a big 150-pound St. Bernard.
No pressure there.
No pressure. And I simply read a book and I trained him through that. And way back then, I was teaching this 150-pound dog to go down the slides at the playground, jump bicycle racks. I never thought that would actually lead to an actual sport that I am now doing and doing well with. But I look back on that and I go, there was a plan for me, and it started back then and it just progressed. So,
well, and whenever you decided to make the full jump into it, take me through the first couple of years. What was it like getting your footing in? Because I'm sure that there's always learning curves when it comes to training any animal.
Absolutely. I actually went to college, got a biology degree, was going to go into physical therapy, and I had my dog, Brandon, which was a Sheltie, at college, and he ended up being very popular at college. He got to go into the gym and do things with me while I was, watching the ball games and stuff. All my sorority sisters helped me sneak him in at night, even though I knew that the house mother knew that he was in there, but she didn't care. But he was known all over. And my advisor, after I graduated, I was sitting outside and he goes, is physical therapy really what you want to do? I said, really, I want to do something with dogs. And he goes, you got to do what you love. He said, so make that decision.
I love it.
And that's what I did. So I started at a humane society and then realized that dogs needed help staying out of the humane society. So that's when I started training dogs to help them stay out of the humane society, because some of the issues that people brought them in for were ridiculous, and I thought I can help.
Right.
So then I became a veterinarian technician, and I started training classes for the vet, and then I built from there.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and before we go into, some of the behaviors and different things that you see and that we are doing to ourselves, I'm more than honest about that. I'm the biggest, contributor to my dog's behavioral issues, I think. I also saw that, you graduated from this canine training program. Take me through that. That was back in 87. What was that like? Well,
it was given by a military instructor. And he was in Vietnam, and so we learned a lot of the behaviors with the wolves that he had on the property.
Wow.
So one of the things we had to do was go in a cage of wolves and learn how to just walk around the outside, inside the cage face off these wolves, which, wolves are not aggressive unless cornered.
Okay.
They really don't want to do anything. So you just did not turn your back on them. You walk the outside of the cage in there facing them the whole way through. And that was one of the parts of the program.
Wow.
And then I was given, the first dog he gave me was a chow.
Ooh.
That was out of a puppy mill. The dog hadn't been groomed for a very long time. and they handed him to me on what they call a control stick, which is the way the animal control pull aggressive dogs out to keep them from biting them. And they handed him to me and said, here's your dog for the training program. Okay. I didn't look back. So within a couple of weeks, I was able to groom him. I did all the training with him. And then the military instructor saw that I had a gift. So he gave me, the next dog he gave me was a German Shepherd that had been turned down by 3 other instructors that were going through the program because he had bit each one of them.
Oh, wow. At least he's consistent.
Yes. And so I ended up graduating with that one, and she ended up becoming a personal protection dog for somebody.
That's incredible.
That. Yeah. So
well, and what's it feel like to know, especially in those situations? You're taking dogs that a lot of people would never even turn their nose up at and even look at, and you're creating at least a stable living environment for them and getting them in a normalized routine. It's got to feel like a major accomplishment each time.
It does. It's a blessing, and just being able to read dogs and understand dogs and feel like they're communicating with me what their needs are. Has really helped me with my training.
Well, and now take me through some of the classes that are provided over there at Triune. Because there's a ton, from different scent classes to behavioral classes. Fill me in on the Rolodex you have over there.
Yeah, we actually start with basic and family manners, which is for all dogs from puppies on up. With that class, they learn just the basic family things, not jumping up, all the basic commands, sit down, stay, and come. No love biting. We work on things like not running out the doorway. Our classes are limited to 6, so we have lots of individual attention instead of bulking a bunch of people in there.
Right.
And the one thing that we don't allow in classes are dogs with aggression, because we want to make the environment good for everyone. So if somebody's having that issue, we have to deal with it, in private settings. We can't do it in the class situations.
Well, and what's that private setting look like? And what's aggression, too? Whenever it comes to seeing that, because, my dog, he is a barker. He does not calm down whenever he sees a dog. Now, he doesn't, go crazy or anything, but, he wants to play. What do you do with a situation like that? Is that something you would do in a private setting, or is that something that you would try to handle with a class environment first and then see what happens?
No, we always start in situations with dogs that people think are just trying to play with other dogs and are loud. We actually do private lessons to make sure we're assessing the right thing. Because a lot of people say, well, my dog just wants to play. When I'm looking at that dog, he doesn't want to play. So we need to assess that. And then I help them control it before they actually get into the class situation. And it's just very rewarding when people that have come in with dogs that are fearful or are showing aggression come in to the private lessons. We start working with them. Then I get them into class settings. And I just feel so excited because they're doing their homework and the dogs are working around other dogs. And we have the distractions of the dog agility going on at the same time these dogs are having to work.
Oh, wow.
Which is a very stimulating and exciting environment.
Right. And so, take me, and going back into that a little bit, what are some signs, of aggression that maybe, are misconstrued sometimes?
Well, people think that a dog wagging his tail is happy to see you. Well, if you ever look at a canine that's actually biting on an attack sleeve when they're practicing, that tail's wagging. It simply means excitement.
Okay.
So that is totally misconstrued in a lot of situations.
That's interesting. Very fascinating. And, take me through some of your other courses as well.
We also do therapy dog work so that we can take them into nursing homes, libraries, help in hospital settings. And that's very rewarding because people need to be able to pet a dog to kind of relieve their stress.
Oh, yeah.
So I love the therapy dog program. And I heard you guys were going up to Villa Rose today for their anniversary. That's one of the places that we visit once a month.
Really cool.
Yes. We also offer scent work where the dogs learn to find certain scents. It's not like tracking like the police canines, but it's simply a sport where they're supposed to find 3 different scents, and then they put them in different levels, whether it's outdoors, elevated, indoors, So there's different levels of that. We also offer rally classes, which is kind of a fancified obedience where they have to do a course and then they do kind of tricks while they're doing the course.
Oh, wow.
We also offer dog agility, which is one of our big things.
Well, and we'll take a look into dog agility here after this break. But, what also I was looking at was the Canine Good Citizen testing. What is that?
What that is Canine Good Citizen testing is after you've completed a basic and family manners class and an advanced obedience class, we actually work towards Canine Good Citizen, which the American Kennel Club gives you a certificate for. Mm-hmm. And it actually shows that your dog is able to handle environments outside of their own, people petting them, being groomed, being left with somebody.
Yeah.
More distance, more distractions. So it's not just a library atmosphere where the dog's in one little room and can do sit down, stay, and come, but it's other people walking by, being able to walk up to somebody and have your dog sit while you're having a conversation with people.
Well, and I'm sure a lot of this is an investment of time too, and it's on the owner 100% to be able to be out there. What's that look like, from start to finish whenever it comes to, that initial, first course to, all the way up to that final step?
Well, Kathy, which everybody knows Kathy, she came in with her dog. And if anybody has seen the movie Marley and Me, that's what I told her puppy reminded me of. Mm-hmm. She got her Canine Good Citizenship title last month. And it's taken her a while because at one point she just thought, I give up.
Right.
But she has come so far and she can take her dog anywhere and it's just well-mannered. People can pet it without her jumping up and she'll just lay down, while she's working. And it's just nice to see that kind of transformation, but it wouldn't have happened without the owner really investing a lot of time into the training.
100%. And honestly, I think that's the biggest disconnect sometimes is, a lot of people want the magic wand wave, and then everything's taken care of, but it is that time, it's that time consumption, and that investment that it all needs to be made to be successful in it too. It's really fascinating. You got a moment to take a break with me? I gotta pay a quick bill. It's 9:36, a little bit of change. We'll come back and learn a little bit more about all this great stuff after this quick one on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganaz Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers and it will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganaz Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganaz Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today. You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Shot a tequila beer on tap, sweet southern woman sit on my lap. G with an O, O with a D, T with an I, and a M and a E, and a good time. Good time.
Welcome back, Daily Show, 9:38, a little bit of change, back with Joan and Triune Canine Training and Event Center. This is, it's really fascinating just to talk about this because it's one of those things to where, everyone really should. Are you under the belief that everyone should take a dog, the initial dog course, whether it's with you or just with any, trainer too?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And why is that? Is it just because, is it to really teach the owner some things too? Because a lot of times I feel like it's just maybe an owner not understanding the best way to raise that dog in that environment.
Yes, bringing a dog to a class scenario actually puts them into reality environments because they're around other dogs, other people. So it's a good socialization skill for the dog or puppy.
Well, and now take me through the other trainer that's at your facility. Take me through his background.
It's a she.
Oh, sorry.
And that's okay. It's Chris Brewer. She actually started training with me when I was coming to St. Louis and just doing some private lessons.
Really? So you guys go back a little bit?
Yes,
wow.
quite a ways.
Really cool. And now, has she been there since the start of Triune?
She's been there since I moved it here.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fascinating. And now, does she teach the same amount of classes that you do, or have a different course load?
No, she has a different course load. She does strictly the dog agility.
Okay. And now you have 2 dogs competing. We were talking about a little bit during the break. Take me through that. How long have they been competing for?
Well, I have Victory, who is he'll be 5 in August, and he's a Shetland sheepdog. And then I have a new Australian Shepherd puppy, and she's 18 months, and she just started competing.
Really cool. What's that process look like? You know, whenever you start training them, how long does that does it take? Is it different for each prospective dog, I'm assuming? And how often do you have to train to get them ready for competition?
Well, with dog agility, we actually make the people start in the basic and family manners.
Okay,
because you have to have control to be able to turn your dog loose and have them run,
wild,
15 to 25 miles per hour over these obstacles,
right,
and to do it safely. If you don't have that training of the initial bond with your dog, taking them out there, it can be disastrous and dangerous for the dog.
Right. Well, and now whenever you go into after you conclude the family and the dog manners classes, whenever you start training, what's the initial training look like? Is it just learning, just the basic commands of the event? And then when do you insert the obstacles and the different instruments into it?
Well, we start that with the basic foundation,
okay,
which is the first week.
Wow.
And then we move into the obstacle course.
That's interesting.
And we start teaching the behaviors on the obstacles so that they get comfortable with the obstacles. Then once they work through the beginner class, and we have different levels moving on up, from our intermediate 1 up to our young dogs to bridging the gap, and then we go into our handling classes. So bridging the gap is kind of the spot in between just the dogs getting started in competition, and then once they've reached, their first titles there, then they move into the handling class, and we get a lot more different ideas of things to do with their particular dog, because not all dogs are the same.
Right.
It takes at least 3 pounds of a dog to put down that seesaw.
That's true.
So, we have to be able to teach those dogs to go clear to the end of that seesaw to even make it go down.
Right.
And, then we have dogs that I've trained, Great Danes, that are 170 pounds that have problems going across the dog walk because they're so wide going across. So you have to teach them how to bring their legs in to actually get across a dog walk, because it's only 12 inches wide.
Man, a Great Dane running that fast is something to see.
Yeah. So right now we have a Russian wolfhound taking classes. So,
wow.
And she's going to be phenomenal. I mean, she's just fun to watch.
I'm sure she's topping out everywhere near 25 miles an hour.
Yeah, she will.
That's interesting. This is so cool. And now I wanted to go back because the dog obedience classes and the family dog manners classes are the base foundation for what you guys do at Triune. And now, when do the next sessions begin for you guys?
So we just started an agility class last night for this week, and those classes run for 5 weeks. We start a new set of obedience classes starting the first week of August. Our scent work classes, which are full, we're starting those this evening also, and those will run for 5 weeks.
And you can find out more information by going to TriuneCanine.com. That's TriuneCanine.com, and you can click on the classes and courses, the classes tab, and you can see all of them. There's a bunch to go through, but the base one is the obedience class to make sure that we're all where we need to be. And it makes sense. I mean, it 100% makes sense, especially with all the stimulating factors that come to it.
Yes.
Well, and now when it comes to the event facility, can people rent that out, or how does that work?
We do rent it out to clubs to put on dog agility trials.
That's right, I figured.
Yes.
And do you rent it out quite often?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have events there continually. Maybe you'll come down one day and
That'd be
actually watch it, and you can interview some different people there.
Well, absolutely. When it seems like one of those things where you have to see it for yourself to truly get the full picture and the impression of what these dogs can do.
Yes, and you can see it a lot on TV, ESPN. You can see it on Animal Planet a lot of times. Chris, which is the other trainer, has been on TV several times with her Australian Shepherds.
That's really cool.
Recently, so.
That's awesome. Well, and see, that's great for the public to know, too, that whenever, they're taking their dog in, they're going to a really respected two trainers that have done quite a bit of work, in the field, too. It's a good background.
Yes.
Well, and now with private lessons, what do those look like and how much do they run?
So private lessons, you can do either dog agility, obedience, certain behavior issues that you're trying to fix. And those are half an hour long. And it's specifically you and your dog. You can have your family members come too, because we always recommend if you have family that wants to be involved, that everybody comes in so that they all understand what's going on. And those are $75 a half-hour session, and you schedule those on our website also.
Well, and when it comes to it, does the dog take pretty quickly to whenever you're in a private setting to some of the commands? Is it up to the owner to really practice those and really keep up a routine? And when it comes to once we get home after the training session?
Oh, absolutely. We can't give a magic pill and send it home.
But do the dogs learn the commands pretty quick at that day of the training?
Yes, very quickly.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, this is why it's really fascinating, and I hope people really take something out of this and really get their dogs signed up, or especially if I love the agility, because I've seen a couple of the videos, and I just blown away how quick they could move through some of those hurdles, and especially the little poles. What are the poles?
Those are called weave poles, and there's 12 poles, and the dogs have to slalom through them like you see on skiing. They have to go in and out all the way through. And there's such different varieties, especially when you're dealing with the little 3-pound dog going through compared to the great big dog that's in, 6 poles at a time between head and tail.
Right.
So it's a big variation.
Okay, that's fascinating. And, whenever it comes to overall just this conversation, what do you hope the public takes away from it the most? Just coming on the show today and talking about Triune a little bit.
All dogs need training, and all people need education of their dogs.
100%.
And following through with the training is what's important. These aren't computers. We can't put a microchip in them, and they're not remotes. So there is no remote to handle a dog.
No, 100%. And before I let you go, do you have any fun competitions coming down the pipeline that you're going to be having your two dogs competing in?
We've got a competition at our facility at the end of August.
What date is that?
Whatever that last week of August is. It's
gotcha.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
August 29th through the 31st.
Oh, let's go the week before that.
The 22nd through the 24th.
That's it.
There we go.
Friday through Sunday. It starts at 8 o'clock and usually runs till about 4 p.m. each day. And the public is welcome. No unentered dogs are allowed in the facility during that.
That makes sense.
But you're welcome to come watch. It's always something fun for your children to come see and possibly get involved with. We love our little junior handlers. We love training the kids to teach their dogs to do things. It's fun to see it.
That's really cool. And, what's the best way to get all the information? Is it your website?
Yes.
And where are you guys located at, too, just for the public, just for maybe a landmark on how to get there on the 22nd?
We are located just off of 255, right in between the Kia dealership, Federico Kia dealership, and the Federico Dodge dealership. We're in the same building as the Kia dealership, right in the middle.
Really cool. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Joan. It was a pleasure talking with you, and I just best of luck with the upcoming competition, and whenever you have time to come back on, just join the show and fill me in.
Will do. Thanks so much.
9:49, a little bit of change on this Tuesday morning. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with more after this.
Attila Fest is coming to Alton Amphitheater on July 26th. Presented by D. Smith Promotions, hosted by Reason to Doubt Podcast. Don't miss your chance to see Big Boogie and Boozy Badass live on stage with special guests Dirty Mugs, Borderline, Marquise Knox, and NKG Band. For VIP and slots, call Queen at 314-967-8999. Attila Fest. Don't miss it.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
When you need a project done right, on budget, and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I don't drink whiskey. I don't know how it feels to hurt. But I ain't been lonely.
10:12. Welcome back. Daily Show on a Tuesday morning, the 8th day of July. Randy, this is the first time you've been on this side.
I'm usually on the other side of the glass listening to my coworkers being interviewed.
When you hear me go, Randy, is it hot out there or anything like that? It's Randy's because he's OSF's on deck and he's always there wrangling them in. But this is, really cool. I got this flyer sent to me a couple of days ago about the back to school event that you guys put on. And Dwight and Cheryl Wirtz have been just fantastic from all accounts to do this.
Absolutely.
But man, there were so many kids last year, so many families. Number one, it shows that the event's needed, but also it just shows, how many, people you're able to reach and just showcase, some good community spirit.
Absolutely. So our back to school event will be Saturday, August 2nd this year. The third year in a row, it'll be out at Alton Square Mall. And so the first year it was at the hospital. And then we moved it out to the Alton Square Mall because we were doing some construction in a parking lot. And it was actually a good thing by accident because from year one to last year, our attendance has increased by 60%. So it went from 500 in year one to 800 last year. And it's great. The mall gives us, it's a great location. We have vendors outside, we have vendors inside. Mm-hmm. And so the community has responded well to the event.
And now take me through this. So how does it work? Do we need to bring any paperwork or anything with us when we go with the kiddos? Any requirements like that? And then what can we grab?
Absolutely. No paperwork at all.
That's cool.
You just show up, kids, mom and dads, parents, grandparents, whoever. We will give out school supply or bags full of school supplies to the first 500 students ages 4 to 12. Mm-hmm. And then we're providing lunch as well. This year it's a pizza lunch.
There you go. You can't go wrong with pizza.
Slice of pizza. We're working with Little Caesars this year. So slice of pizza, chips, cookies, bottle of water.
That's awesome.
And 2 hours of fun. This year, we have, again, more than 20 vendors who will be on site, 5 first-time vendors, and that's wonderful. Those first-timers, City of Alton Parks and Rec.
That's cool.
Alton Blue Wave Martial Arts Studio. The River Dragons will be out there. We'll have a second Lewis and Clark Community College presence, and then Community Hope Center. And some holdovers from previous years. We'll have Alton School District will be out there. They are a great resource. We have so many parents and students who have questions,
right?
Whether it's registration or just general questions. The school district has been a great partner for us.
Well, and honestly, not to cut you, I like the school district being there because we've all been to school registrations and how much of a monster those are in themselves.
Absolutely.
And to have it where, there's still going to be a lot of people, but more time to really ask questions that you really need answered. This is really nice.
It is. It's great. Again, the school district from year one, they've been a great partner, and it is a great resource.
Yeah.
All of our vendor tables, they all get visited, but there is always constant activity at the school district table. So they've been wonderful. We got Madison County Sheriff's Department, first responders from Alton Fire and Alton Police. A lot of our departments will be out there, OSF Medical Group, OSF On Call. Hainer Library, it's great. And the list goes on and on.
Well, and honestly, I just think it's so cool that, these families are able to be provided for like that. Because, right now, especially when you look at those requirements for some of the back to school items, you know, it's not because the classrooms don't need it. It's just, man, that gets expensive really quick, especially with 2 and 3 kids.
Exactly. Yes, it can. But, and I know there are a bunch of other back-to-school events in and around the Riverbend area, which is awesome. And so Again, the community has reacted really well to our event. And the time goes, it takes a lot to plan.
Oh, I bet.
But the day of, from the time we start setting up at 8 o'clock until the time we tear down, it goes by fast.
Now, so let's say this. Let's say, there's a mom with 2 kids in the school district. Can both of those kids, if they're in the first 500, receive that item?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
The first 500 between the ages of 4 and 12.
That's really cool.
Absolutely.
And now, have Dwight and Cheryl been along for the entire ride on this?
Yes, sir. They have
just fantastic.
Wonderful supporters. They come out. They just the smiles on their faces, no more than they step outside their vehicles when they get there. It's wonderful. Not only are they interacting with us and our fellow mission partners, but a lot of the attendees as well and the vendors. It's great. Just absolutely wonderful.
And it's got to be great for the team members at OSF to have a day where you guys can really just be a part of the community a little bit, Oh,
absolutely. We have a lot of, all of our departments get involved. They have great activities. I know the lab comes out, they've brought microscopes in recent years. So kids are able to see specimens under a microscope. Our radiology department comes out. They're teaching the kids about, x-rays and other things within the imaging world. Mm-hmm. Our nursing departments come out. They have great interactive educational and informational activities. Our dietary department comes out. They provide food, nutrition, information, not just for the kids, but that's also for the adults as well.
Yeah.
So,
well, now is this Zach's first year with the event, or did he join? Oh, okay.
Yeah. He just joined us officially back in January.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
Yep. So this will be his first year. That's right.
So this will be really cool for the new president to be a part of this, because this is a big, big thing.
Oh yeah. He's involved in all of our planning meetings, and
that's awesome, man.
He's taking it in, and I remember our first planning meeting back in March, and he was just amazed at how well the event has run, but then also how well it's grown in just the 3 years.
It's not easy, especially with your types of vendors. Especially like with the sheriff's department and first responders. Those schedules are all, moving at different times. And so to get them on board, but also to curate this to be for what families need is the big thing. Because you can have a bunch of vendors, but these are all tailor-made for really information for those families, whether it's for, health and safety or knowledge on resources, or really just learning about other community initiatives and community features and assets too. That's big.
Oh, absolutely. Right. So the Madison County Sheriff's Department, the fire department, and the Alton Police Department, they bring out some of their vehicles. They show them off. The kids take pictures. They get to see inside, like, a lot of other opportunities, events around the community. But to your point, Centerstone comes out. They're a great resource. They've been involved from year one. First Mid-America Credit Union, they're out there, again, providing games and interactive activities, but they're also providing information on financial services, but then also, how to manage money, stuff like that. So, and Hainer Library is out there. It's at the mall. Their table is literally right outside their front door.
That's what I was going to ask. So where are the vending spots going to be? On the second deck or on the...
They're on both floors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so with our registration tent is right outside the OSF rehab entrance.
Gotcha.
And people, they sign up right there. The fire trucks, police vehicles, the school bus are outside. Everyone else is inside. And so there's a lot. There's some people who stick around the whole 2 hours, which is great.
Right.
So there's a lot of opportunity, on a Saturday morning. It's a couple weeks before school. Who wants to hear about going back to school in the middle of July? But unfortunately,
right.
I hate to break it to people, but with
right
parents
around
and students,
the corner.
School is six weeks away. My wife has been a lifelong educator, and she's back at work.
Oh no,
she doesn't like it one bit. So,
so it brings up a good point. Do not call us on the. Don't call us on the second for a bunch of first responders at Alton Square Mall. I think that's a good disclaimer.
Right? No. Yeah. If they have to go to a call, that's totally fine. Yeah. And I also want to mention Survival Flight.
Oh yeah, they're great.
So as long as the helicopter is available, they'll bring out the helicopter. So we're looking for a great day. I know it's in August. It's going to be warm, but the event's held inside and outside, so you can go inside and cool off. plenty of vendors and other activities to interact with.
I just think this is so cool because it's really a couple of different events like brought into one. Like you're incorporating like touch a truck events really into this, and I just think it's so cool. And you know, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and talk with Randy some more about this. This is the 4th annual back to school event to give free school supplies to the first 500 students. You might want to get there early. I don't know how early, but with 800 plus there last year, it's only going to grow, courtesy of Dwight and Cheryl Wards, and then the 21 vendors that you guys got. That's incredible. More conversation on this comes our way in just a couple of seconds on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganass Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and it will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganass Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganass Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Sweet southern woman sit on my lap. G with an O, O with a D, T with an I, and a M and a E, and a good time. Sure, good time. I've been working.
Welcome back. 1024 back with Randy, OSF Healthcare, chatting it up about the 4th annual back to school event. This is really cool. It gives free school supplies to the first 500 students. So, so what does it come with the backpack, or is it just papers, pens, and all, and the pencils and crayons and all the other really cool things?
Yeah, it's a drawstring bag.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we'd love to give a backpack there,
honestly, but
that could be a budget breaker for me. But
you don't need the backpack. The drawstring's where it's at. You know, I started because I was a backpack kid for a long time, but in high school I realized the drawstring, it's more functional.
It is, yeah. And so, I mean, and whether it's the kids that use it in other ways or even the parents.
I love it, man.
Yeah, you can get a lot of mileage out of it.
I mean, think about all this stuff. I mean, you're getting all these things that really do set you up for the school year. And I mean, and it could be, like you said, there's so many different events that are similar to this, but there's always that 500, max or, 200 or what. So, I mean, to be able to provide maybe for a student who missed out on one already or just needs a little bit more to get started. I mean,
absolutely. And I just want to be clear on this. This isn't just for Alton School District kids. This is throughout the Riverbend. I mean, whether you're in Bethalto, you're in Edwardsville, Wood River, East Alton, Godfrey, Jerseyville, it's open to the public. And then, last year, we were talking off air, we're setting up. We start set up at 8 o'clock and we start right at 10. And we had people start showing up at 8:30.
That's wild.
And so the line was so long. Our registration tent is set up right outside the main entrance to OSF Rehab. And the line snaked around the fence that holds in the dumpsters. And so we're trying to set up, and every now and then we're taking a peek and see how long the line is. And whether we're inside or outside, setting up, getting ready, where people, all of us mission partners saying, have you seen the line? It just keeps growing, and it's amazing. And that's, we haven't even started the event yet, and we're all excited and hyped up, and it's absolutely awesome to see that.
Well, I mean, last year you can still see the article on Riverbender if you just Google. I mean, just seeing some of the pictures, man, everyone was happy and having a good old time with it, and it's really cool to see parents and stuff out there too, and really enjoying it with their kids. They aren't just going and picking something up. You can make an event out of this.
Yeah. And so exactly, and and we're if there are other agencies or businesses who want to get involved, there's still time. And so you can go on RiverBender.com, check out the article. My email is on there. Just send me an email, and we can chat and we'll get you set up. So
it's great. 10 a.m. till noon. And, it probably wouldn't be bad to get there, a little early. Probably, not, I don't know how early. Don't get a tent out.
You can if you want to.
If you really want to. But, I mean, this is what I think's so cool, though, is it really showcases what your guys' mission statement is at OSF. And that's to be a true community partner. I mean, you guys are at everything. And to do your own event, too, in partnership, like we can't take away enough of what Dwight and Cheryl and talk about it, how their contributions. But I mean, to really provide this has got to be just something that hits a home run with everybody at OSF.
It does. Our mission, serving with the greatest care and love.
Yeah.
It's in everything we do, whether it's on our hospital campus or in our doctor's offices or out in the community. It is our mission, and that's what motivates and inspires us every day. And this is not to pat ourselves on the back, but there's been interest with other OSF facilities in kind of copying our event. Because, I mean, after 4 years, you kind of have a blueprint.
Oh, yeah.
And so the first year is always the toughest. But then after that, you see what works, you see what you can improve on. And so, and that's what we try to do every year. We mixed it up this year. Instead of a hot dog lunch, it's a pizza lunch. We have 5 first-time vendors, which is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
And those individuals pretty much were just, some of our mission partners were out and about, and they heard about this, and they said, hey, can we get involved? There's still time. Absolutely. They literally called or sent me an email. I'm like, you're in.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and now I'm also reading in this that there's going to be some prize and gift basket raffles.
Yeah.
Is this a thing?
Absolutely.
I'm nosy.
Last year, no, that's fine. Be as nosy as you want. We probably, memory, somewhere between 20 and 25 raffle baskets.
Wow.
And then there's other, we give away some prizes and other stuff at some of the vendor tables and whatnot. So absolutely, you can come for the school supplies or just have some fun, but you can also win stuff.
Yeah.
But you have to be present to win. That makes it easy. Otherwise, we're calling people. There's been times it's been up to 2 weeks we've been trying to get a hold of people.
Well, and I can't write numbers to save my life. You'd be calling 45 phone numbers looking for me.
I understand. But we would stop at that second phone number.
That's more than fair. And then some interactive activities are going to be there too. So like face painting, things like that? Or?
Face painting, balloon animals, but then also, again, from the vendors. We want our vendors to provide something informational as well as entertaining. And so whether it's, a hospital department or it's some of our other vendors, again, like, First Mid-America Credit Union or Centerstone or, Hainer Library. The other thing, and I failed to mention this, so I'm glad I remembered, Lewis and Clark's dental hygiene program, they come out.
Yeah.
And they're one of the more popular. I mean, they're all popular, but they provide a great service. The dental hygiene students are gaining experience, hands-on experience, and some of our kids are coming in. I don't want to say screenings, but there's some interaction there where they're teaching them about dental hygiene. Yeah. Not just the kids. It's for the adults as well.
Well, they do. That program really is a good one. I mean,
absolutely.
They do so many dental, giveaways in a way where they're doing like veteran work.
I think so. I don't want to speak for them, but I think you're right.
It's really cool.
They show up, the program leaders and then the students, they are so gung-ho when they get on site.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
really cool.
Absolutely.
Well, and if you're just tuning in, we've been chatting it up for a little bit of time now. The 4th annual Back to School event is scheduled for August the 2nd, 10 a.m. until noon. I believe we can be down there, and I might be giving you a live show. Awesome. I think I'm going to. And I every time I say I am, though, something happens. So it's just, let's say I think, and then we'll talk to the video team after the show. This is really cool. It's 10 a.m. until noon. It's on the second floor of the mall, Alton Square Mall, and it's right under that OSF sign. Just walk right into those doors.
Exactly.
Correct?
Yeah, well, our registration tent is will be right outside the main entrance to the OSF rehab office. There we'll have stuff outside and then stuff on both levels on the inside right there. Looking forward to it. It's always a great day.
Absolutely. And, like I said, this is really great from Dwight and Cheryl Wirtz and Wirtz Welding and Tank Service. And really just an opportunity for you and the first 500 students to walk away with paper, pens, pencils, crayons from ages 4 to 12. And remember, this event just keeps growing. So, get there early if you really need to and be a part of the free lunch that's being provided from Little Caesars. You can't go wrong. Yeah. I'm a big Little Caesars guy. I'm just going to be honest with you. But anyway, Randy, it's always great talking with you. Now, for the first time on camera and screen and microphone.
I don't have to yell through the glass anymore.
We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. Make sure you're out there. We'll see you there August the 2nd, 10 a.m. until noon at Alton Square Mall for the 4th annual Back to School event for free school supplies for your students as you start the new year.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone, and over time it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. OSFOnCall.org/virtual visit.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day? Head back to the Milky Way.
Welcome back. 9:25, a little bit of change. I was just filling them in on my lost key situation. I woke up really ready to seize the day today, and then it's like, I won't be surprised if this hairspray falls out in 10 minutes or so. Coming up on August the 2nd, you guys can be a part of the opening of the Godfrey Dog Park, and this is really cool. We were just kind of chatting a little bit before we came on the air, and Director Logan, you were saying just to have enough space for these dogs to run is a really great feature and an asset really to the region.
Yeah, it's really nice. If you've seen a lot of dog parks in the area, any community that has one is blessed to have that. But I'd say Godfrey is setting itself apart just by the size of each area. The smaller one, it's a square 150 by 150, and the larger one is 200 by 200.
Oh, wow.
So it's a good amount of space.
Well, and we also have Beth and Mike Hines in here. And, you know, guys, if you were telling me a little bit about the reason the dog park came to be, and if you could, just for our audience, fill us in a little bit more.
Sure. So my dad, Max Hines, served on the park board for many years. The dog park was something he always wanted. He was always big on things to benefit the community and stuff like that. And when he passed about 4.5 years ago, I don't know exactly what happened to the idea, but more recently, my wife Beth here, she started asking around about how we could get this going again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I was literally sitting at my hair salon with my stylist, Liz Campbell, and I was telling her about this, and she's like, "Oh, I'll give you the mayor's phone number right now." So she texted him, and he contacted me right back the same day. And
that's really cool.
Yeah. So we scheduled a meeting for the following Monday, and I kind of told him how I wanted to work with him to get this done in Max's honor, and it all kind of flew from there.
That's awesome. And Chris, you were saying that the park that's being utilized really didn't have any other uses, really. So this is a perfect fit.
It's really mainly green space where the areas are. So we always had been kicking around the idea of a dog park, but it really kind of came into fruition whenever Beth got involved. So the area where it is just perfect. We were never going to develop that for anything else, and it's a great spot.
Really cool. Take me through the development of the park. How was it designed, and what was that process like?
Beth, how was the park design?
Well, I mean, yeah. So we just kind of talked about that we needed to have a small and a large space. And once the location was designed, was selected, we had it done. I mean, they had already kind of started the process in terms of getting some of the materials ready.
Really cool.
We just need a little bit of additional planning in that whole process. And as soon as we agreed on it, it was really just logistics, waiting for the rain to stop over the summer. I think we started this project in like January, February, maybe, when we had our first meeting. It was cold when I came into the office, but with months of rain delays, and then there were some supply delays coming in. Just getting the electronic keypad to enter the gates and everything just got finished up like last week. So that was really the delay, was some of the logistics.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's still a pretty darn quick turnaround for being January or February, and we're here now. And, what do you hope the public takes away from the park or the space more than anything?
Well, I mean, I'll answer, and Chris, you probably have something. I just feel like every kind of destination community has to have these kind of amenities in a dog park.
Yeah.
Dog lovers, there's so many of them. So I just want it to be a space where not only the dogs can come, but also the people that live in the community can come and just know that, Max Hines was someone who spent a lot of time trying to better the parks department and, different things that he was involved in. And so just kind of remembering him, and that this was kind of one of the last things that he was working on achieving. And I'm just happy that we were able to make it happen.
That's really cool. And Chris, you have anything to add on to that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like Beth said, this is something that a lot of communities are doing now. There's always new and hot trends all across the country, and dog parks are certainly not immune to that. We're seeing more and more of them pop up. And, I'm going to echo some of the things she said earlier. It's amazing how a resident can get involved with something and really help make it happen, because people have been asking for a dog park for years and years, a lot longer than I've been involved with Godfrey. And I bet, my boss could probably tell you exactly how long if he didn't forget. It's been a while.
Right.
But, like she said, someone put her in contact, Liz Campbell put her in contact with the mayor, and the mayor was just very enthusiastic about doing this, because it's been something Godfrey's been wanting to do for a while, but for one reason or another, it never really got traction. And then when Beth got involved, she said, "Hey, I want to see this happen. I want to do it for these reasons. I'm going to go ahead and make a donation and help make this project happen." So we can't thank her enough, because without the donation she made for this project, I'm not sure we'd be sitting where we are right now.
It's just fantastic. And really, it's great to understand, too, just a little bit of the behind the scenes on how, things like that can really just start small and end up being really big, because this is going to be huge for a lot of people that don't have the space to take their dog to many places in town. And if you do, it's like you said, it's kind of somewhat cramped sometimes, and to be able to have some spread out spaces is unique. So there's 2 spots to this? So the first spot, is that for like smaller dogs or just a smaller space? What's that look like?
Yeah, you can probably comment on how that's set up.
So there's 2 different areas.
Okay.
And there's going to be a large dog park and a small dog park.
Okay.
So the small dog park's for dogs 25 pounds and under, and the large park's for 25 and over. Now, here's the rule we're going to try and enforce. If you've got a small dog, you can take them into the big dog area. But if you've got a large dog, you cannot go into the small dog area.
Yeah.
So I don't know how often we'll really run into that, but that's a policy we've seen in a lot of other communities. So that way you can keep some dogs separate. If you didn't want your 7-pound dog running around with a 100-pound dog, you do not have to do so.
Right.
So I think it's going to work out really well.
Really cool. And now, is there going to be obstacles and different things in there, or some different parts
and
to it?
that's going to be in our next phase. Right now, what we're going to have opening at our grand opening, there's going to be some picnic tables in there, trash cans, doggy waste stations. And then whenever I get some more money through some grants, I'll go ahead and I'm going to get some really nice stuff so dogs can go on ramps, they can run through tunnels. I've actually got some like jumps where you'd see like a horse jump over.
Oh,
if
nice.
you ever see anything like that.
That's really cool.
Some platforms, maybe I hear this talk of a fire hydrant or two. So it's going to be nice, and those sorts of things will be in each area, but there'll also be a great amount of just open space. So if you just want to let your dog off the lead and let them run, they can do that there too.
That's really cool. You guys got a moment to take a quick break with me?
Yep.
I got to pay a quick bill. 9:31, a little bit of change. We'll come back with more Daily Show right after this on the Heart of the 618.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
But I keep on thinking about you, sister golden hair surprise.
Welcome back, Daily Show 9:35. A little bit of change on this Monday morning, and just getting back in and talking about the dog park. So there's going to be some memberships to this too, and do we know how those break down yet for the memberships?
So yeah, after speaking to the mayor, it's going to be an annual fee of $10 if you're a resident.
Oh, wow.
$20 if you're a non-resident. That gets you access for the calendar year, regardless of whenever you register. If you do it January 1, you're good through December 31st.
Gotcha.
If you do it in August, then you're good for the rest of the year. But that's typically how a lot of these parks will run. And then we'll have a membership application. It'll get the members' information, their dog's information. We'll need copies of all their vaccinations from their vet. We're not going to accept, I guess, if someone were to go ahead and vaccinate or medicate their dogs themselves, we're not going to accept that. We want to see it from a licensed veterinarian. And your vets can provide all that. If you ask them, hey, I need a copy of their vaccination records, they'll send it to you. You can send it to us. We'll just make sure everything we need on there is checked off, and we'll approve your membership.
Really cool. And I think it's great to make it that affordable too for families to be able to utilize it and really enjoy it. And just coming back into this too, it seems like really just no better way to honor Max, really just to get the project across the finish line. And it seems like there wasn't really any hesitation from you guys once you figured out how to get the ball rolling, really.
Definitely. I mean, like I said, this was something that Max always wanted to do. And for those of the people that know Max and Janet Hines, a lot of people in the community know them. Like, I can be in St. Louis sometimes and people will recognize my last name and say, oh, my favorite teacher or my favorite principal. Do you happen to know them? I'm like, yeah, that was my father-in-law. That's my mother-in-law. So, no, I'm just super happy that we were able to get this going, and he'll be, memorialized in the park for forever now.
Yeah. It was during the groundbreaking. It was actually there was a small ceremony, and it was really funny because all of the people that are still on the Parks Board were like, "No, just so we're clear, this is going to be dedicated to Max," and everybody kind of laughed. But yeah, I mean, it was important to other people too, just to recognize that. So that was really cool.
Well, it's great to have that acknowledgement too, and recognize just the impact that's made at the local level, and really just all the work done on the various boards and other parts of the career too. And August the 2nd, we're going to be celebrating the grand opening of this at 10 a.m. And we don't have in the itinerary yet, but that's a stay tuned from Chris Logan.
That's right. I can tell you right now, it's at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, August 2nd.
We also have Scotty.
He says yes.
Yeah, Scotty's excited. Andy just saw Pat. Hey, Pat. But you can see Scotty out there as well. He's and really just been a good boy in
He's
here.
Good.
Too.
Yes, except for.
So
Scotty, come here.
If you're just tuning in, there's going to be two parts to this dog park. One's a 200 by 200, which is a lot of space to run in, and then the other one's 150 by 150. Man, that's well, hello. He just wanted to make sure we were all good over here. Andy was telling me how he feels about my job performance too.
He's loving it.
But before I let you guys go, let's go over the details again one last time. So the dog park, how do we register and apply?
So you're going to go on our website, godfreyil.org, go to the Parks and Rec page. You can find an application there. And also, you can come to our office and pick it up anytime. We'll have copies there, or you can call our office, 618-466-1483. We're happy to answer any questions you might have.
Really cool. And then rules and all that, are they going to be posted on the side?
There'll be rules posted on each dog park, but also on the application you get. We'll give you copies of those rules. You have to sign, acknowledge that you've read them and agreed to them. There'll be a release waiver on there. We're going to do everything we can to make sure you are aware of the rules and that you will go ahead and follow them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're, just the start to finish on this project, the first phase of the project, because like you said, you're going to look to get some more amenities in there for the four-legged friends, but a couple of months really at most to get everything going and really get the ball across the finish line is impressive. What are you guys feeling just ahead of August the 2nd? Do you have any thoughts that are you looking to experience that day as you're celebrating Max,
Just excitement because we made it happen. Like, I'm someone that I always want, there's always a way to make it happen. That's kind of like what I've said since I was like 5. There's always a way to make it happen. So, and I feel like Max was kind of that same way. My dad's the same way, we just wanted to make it happen. And so we did it.
Yeah. It'll happen. It'll always get done whenever you put your mind to it, you know?
Yeah.
Really cool. Well, Mike, Beth, thanks so much for stopping by. And Chris, always good to see you. We'll see you on August the 2nd for the grand opening of that dog park. And for more information, what's the best way to do that online?
Go online to our website, godfreyil.org, the Park and Rec page, or give us a call, 618-466-1483.
Really cool. Well, best of luck, guys, with the grand opening. Hope it goes well. And then all the updates along the way are going to be exciting, too. At 9:40, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more Daily Show, drilling and all. I don't know what's going on in this building. It is like a wild Monday. We'll come back with more right after this. You stay there, and I'll be here on Roku TV.
Attila Fest is coming to Alton Amphitheater on July 26th. Presented by D. Smith Promotions, hosted by Reason to Doubt Podcast. Don't miss your chance to see Big Boogie and Boozy Badass live on stage with special guests Dirty Muggs, Borderline, Marquise Knox, and NKG Band. For VIP and slots, call Queen at 314-967-8999. Attila Fest. Don't miss it.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois, with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grabs like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more. Carver serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello.
Welcome back. 10:24, a little bit of change. Doug Booten in the studio. Coming down the pipeline next weekend.
Correct.
Is going to be the American Junior Legion Baseball State Tournament. And, man, the talent that are on these teams, it's really exciting to kind of watch the coverage throughout the summer with for local teams and just seeing where it all ends up.
It really is. We'll have, obviously, we're the host. There'll be 5 other teams here from all over the state.
Mm-hmm. And how does the tournament break down that week or weekend?
It's a double elimination tournament.
Okay.
There'll be a representative from every division in the state. There are 5 divisions and obviously the host team.
Well, and now take me through the Alton. Is the Alton team going to be a part of this one?
Yeah, we are the host. We did win our district tournament at the Junior Legion level. We've went on to the next level, the 5th division,
okay.
Which is Basically, if you drew a line from Alton all the way across the state and went south, that is the 5th division of Legion baseball in Illinois. Currently, we're in that. We don't have to advance out of that, but you do normally to get to the state tournament. We get an automatic bid because we are the host.
That makes sense. Okay. And now take me through some of the guys that you have on the team. Is it players from all over the area that come on this Alton team?
Yeah, I mean, mostly Alton kids. We do have kids from Bethalto, Marquette, Staunton.
Oh, wow.
Gillespie, Edwardsville, Wood River, East Alton Wood River, Roxana. So a lot of high schools come together to play in the summer.
See, that's what I think it's really cool, too, is to kind of have that little melting pot of schools coming in together and playing some ball pretty well, too. And, you know, what's that season look like? I've always been fascinated by the Legion season. When does it start?
So typically we start Memorial Day weekend with the tournament in Washington, Missouri. Now, this is at the junior level. We wait about a week or two for the seniors because a lot of them are playing varsity baseball, and with Alton being 4A,
that season runs.
That season runs a little longer. Last year we were lucky enough to had some guys that played Junior Legion that actually were on varsity squads, and they missed that tournament because they were still playing baseball. But typically we start Memorial Day weekend, and about the middle of July we start our playoffs. And it's unlike any other baseball in the country. You know, with your travel baseball, you ended a tournament and wherever you want to go.
Right.
But with American Legion baseball, you play a regular season. We are in District 22 of the 5th Division, but we'll play teams from across the river. We'll travel up to Danville and play, and over to Terre Haute to some tournaments and stuff. But our playoffs start, and it's your district playoffs. You have to advance out of that to get to what's called the 5th Division tournament. And then if you're lucky enough to advance from the 5th Division, you end up with the state tournament. That ends there for Junior Legion.
Okay.
But for Senior Legion, they actually have the Great Lakes Regional, which Alton hosted in 2015 and 2016. And then beyond that is the American Legion World Series.
That's really cool. And it seems like it's one of those things where the players are getting a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience just on the different schedules and different opportunities that await them throughout that season, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you mentioned earlier about the kids from different schools coming together. You know, it's always kind of neat, you know, as a player to play with your crosstown rival.
Right.
Or whatever. You know, that not many of them get to do that.
Well, and now when we're talking Junior Legion, what age does that run till?
So typically that's 17 and under.
Okay.
Mostly it's freshman and sophomore in high school. Occasionally you'll have a junior in there that is still age eligible.
Okay.
So it is 17 and under.
And then what's the difference, just so I can understand a little bit better, for the Senior Legion team?
So Senior Legion is 19 and under.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
You know, you have your juniors and sophomores, and this year we actually have two returning college freshmen.
Wow. Well, and now take me through. Has your team has the junior team gotten along pretty well and played some good ball this year?
Yeah. So we 3 years ago we started a second junior team, mainly because we had the ability to do it. We had enough coaches, we had enough interest in the communities around here to do it. So we added a second team, and it was just freshmen. So they were already at a disadvantage because you know they're 15,
right,
and they're playing against 17-year-olds. We did mix in some 15U tournaments, and then Missouri is a little different than Illinois, so they have freshman teams.
Gotcha.
Illinois doesn't. So we played a few of them, but for the most part, they're at a disadvantage. So our freshman team this year, they played, their record was about 500. They played about 30 games. They got beat in our district tournament by our Navy team, which is our older team, our sophomore team. Obviously the Navy team's got 20 wins, and they're still in playoffs. And did that answer your question?
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, and now what's that, whenever you guys go into the weekend, when's your first game?
So next weekend, the tournament will start on Thursday.
Okay.
I want to make sure I get this right. We will not play on Thursday. We will get a bye.
Okay.
I believe. I'll have to look. So we'll play. Our first game will be Friday. Typically, the host gets a bye.
That's what I was going to ask you. If that's one of those.
And then the team that travels the farthest usually gets the second bye.
That makes sense.
Just so they can come in a day later. Yeah.
And who's your furthest traveling team this time around?
You know, so I mean, there'll be teams from the northern part of the state.
Gotcha.
We won't know who's coming until after this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you have to qualify.
Yep, that makes sense.
But so last year you had, we were fortunate enough to win the last 2 Junior Legion state championships.
Mm-hmm.
You see your typical teams. There's some good programs around the state.
Mm-hmm.
Wheaton has a good program. Danville has a really good program. And we think we're right in there with them.
I think you are too. You're winning the last 2. Something's going right for you guys.
Local team is Jerseyville.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they have a summer high school baseball program that plays Legion baseball. And they were at the 2 Legion state tournaments the last 2 years with us. So.
Well, that's really good to know, too. And it's good for people because there's some folks that really do enjoy high school sports and to kind of follow along and see the players develop. And even for the friends and family to kind of check up on the summer and see how it's going. No better time to do it than now, really.
My father, he's gone now, but he always said that he would much rather watch American Legion baseball. It's baseball at its purest form.
It is. It's not, there's no pomp and circumstance in the 6th inning or anything like that, and it's just good ball that needs to be played. And I think that a lot of people just live for that anymore, especially with the changes to the MLB and how many damn robot umpires we're going to get now. And, it's really cool to see the players from all accounts who I've talked to about the past teams, nothing but just stand-up gentlemen, too, that are playing for you guys also.
Oh, yeah. It's more than just baseball. We try to instill in these kids, it's a time in their lives where they're becoming men.
Yeah.
And so we try to give them some responsibility. It's time to, start doing things on your own. And we kind of instill that in the players.
Absolutely. You got a moment to take a break with me?
Sure.
We'll come back, chat a little bit more. 10:32, a little bit of change on this Friday morning. More on the Junior Legion Baseball State Tournament taking place not this weekend, but next weekend at Lloyd Hopkins Field. Gordon Moore?
Correct.
There we go. We'll have more information for you next, right after this one on Riverbender and Roku.
Rock history hits the riverfront as multi-platinum powerhouse Puddle of Mud takes the stage. Hear fan favorites like She Hates Me and Psycho. Plus brand new tracks from their latest album. Get your tickets now. On sale through Metro Tips. Puddle of Mud, August 2nd at the Alton Amphitheater. Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
This July, the fastest boats in the world take over the Mississippi. Catch the thrill of F1 powerboat racing July 18 to 20 at Riverfront Park in Alton, Illinois. Speed, rivals, champions. This is more than a race. It's the Midwest National. Kicking off with the Meet and Greet Street Party July 18th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Max and downtown Alton. Cold beer and live music. Alton Midwest Nationals F1 powerboat racing July 18th to the 20th. Don't miss the action.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
10:34. Welcome back. Back with Doug. The Junior Legion Baseball State Tournament takes place next weekend And really just going to be a fun time again. And now, can the public go out to watch these games? Okay.
Yeah, we encourage the public to come out, former players, former coaches, come out and relive your past.
Yeah.
It's like I said earlier, it's baseball at its purest. It'll be the top junior Legion teams in the state of Illinois. They're competing for a title. We hope to, have a three-peat.
That'd be pretty exciting.
It would be. It would be for sure. It would be. I never thought we would have won the first one.
Really?
Yeah. Then to go back and repeat was just unbelievable, and it would be great to do a three-peat.
Yeah, man. Well, and this is what I'm curious about, because winning any tournament isn't necessarily the easiest thing to do, but when you're fine tuning down to the best teams and you're doing the statewide tournament, that becomes even tougher. And to do it once is special, but twice is crazy. That's just incredible.
And I say, I've told all my players that you have to be perfect.
Yeah.
And you really do.
You do.
It's the one mistake. Nothing intentional, obviously, but it's the one mistake that's made that cost you a game. And I've been there. I've been there several times where we made the mistake.
Yep.
And the last couple of years, I've been on the other side of it.
Man, that's exciting. But you're right. It just seems like it's one of those things where a bobbled ball or a double pump to first, and all of a sudden the runner's safe, opens up to a big inning. You don't have to worry about that with these guys. It seems like,
You're right. It's a game, and you mentioned earlier about the robotic umpires.
Yeah,
I've been a part of a state tournament where everybody in the stadium knew it was strike three except the umpire. Yeah. and where the next ball went.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's one of those too where you're right. You have to be really on it and focused to really achieve success in these type of tournaments, because if you aren't, it's going to be a quick couple of days for you and you're back on the road home.
Yeah, exactly. It's a double elimination tournament, and we've won a couple state titles, but I've been a part of a lot of teams that have got there and went 0-2 and went home real quick. So.
Well, and now what's that double elimination look like? So if you lose your first game, do you get put into a different bracket to compete out of the cellar, so to speak?
Yeah, you do.
Wow.
2 years ago in Wheaton, they hosted the state tournament. We had a bye. We were the farthest team traveling. So all we had to do was win 3 games.
Uh-huh.
What did we do? We lost the first one. Put us in the loser's bracket, so now we have to win 5.
Oh, no. That makes sense now. So you really are setting the pace that first game for if you're the bye team or you have the bye day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's you're very fortunate to get that bye, and you need to take advantage of it. Last year we did.
Yeah.
Last year we took advantage of it, had the same circumstances. We took advantage of it. Makes it a lot easier on your players, and you don't have to have as much pitching depth either.
And now, how do you determine the hosting of the tournament?
It's kind of a bid process.
Okay.
It goes from there's 5 divisions, so it just rotates around.
Okay.
But not always somebody's available to do it. There's a lot of expense that goes into this. We hope to recoup some of it. We've had a few people step up and give us a little bit of money. The Simmons Hanley Conroy wasn't good enough to donate, and we obviously put them in the ad book. We're going to have a program book that'll include all the teams. There won't be any ads in it, but and I'll mention the River Dragons and the owner Steve Marso.
Oh yeah.
I approached him about doing this last year in the fall, and he was all for it.
He's a good guy.
He is.
Really good man.
The organization's
has
been great to Alton Post 126 baseball. They really have. They've been fabulous for us. We were there before them, but obviously they have an exclusive lease on the field, and they wanted us to continue to play there, and they've been really good to us.
That's super. That's really cool to hear about, because that's something I never asked Steve about or any of the logistics with that. But that's great to know they've been an awesome partner.
Yeah,
really cool.
Yeah. And it started when they got here.
Yeah,
they've been great. But
well, and now games start on Thursday.
Correct.
Do we know by chance when the championship game will be held, or is that all dependent based on when other games end?
Barring no rain, and of course we're very fortunate here to have the turf.
Yeah.
Or more. Barring no rain, the championship game will start at 11 o'clock on Sunday.
Okay.
Now, there's an if necessary game, because that game will be a team that hasn't lost and a team that's coming out of the loser's bracket.
Okay.
So if the team coming out of the loser's bracket wins, there will be a second game, and that will be immediately following that.
That makes sense. So if you're in that winner's bracket, you're feeling darn good and feeling great about everything looking at Sunday. But if you're coming out of the cellar, you have a lot more of a fight on Sunday than what what I would expect at least.
You don't want to come out of the box.
No, that's what I'm getting at right now.
And Dennis Sharp said, he told me this a long time ago. American Legion baseball does not reward losers.
You're right.
And it doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, we ended up in the losers bracket 2 years ago, and instead of having to win 3 games to win it all, now we got to win 5.
Yeah. And so did you win out of the losers bracket?
We did.
Now that's really impressive.
We did. We had a good group of kids, had a ton of pitching, and still had pitching left after 6 games, believe it or not.
Wow. That's absolutely incredible, Doug. I mean, because when I think of that, it's like, man, that's almost an impossible task to win 5 in a row. I mean, try to win 3 in a row, you're feeling damn good about it, but 5's special.
Well, it is, and and I didn't have a good feeling, I'll be honest, right. Because I'd been there before.
Right.
And it doesn't end well.
No.
It never has until 2023. So.
Now, how are the guys been? Anyone that's been kind of putting some good work and you want to give some shout outs to, or are they all just kind of doing equally as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I've got a couple or 3 great coaches running that team. And the kids have just, as a group, have been good.
Yeah.
And I haven't been with them all summer, so I hate to mention 1 or 2 people.
Right. No, it makes sense.
But, it seems like it's a group effort.
Well, and it's great to hear that too, and just really cool to hear more about how this tournament works. If you're just tuning in, the American Junior Legion Baseball State Tournament takes place at Lloyd Hopkins Field at Gordon Moore Park. That happens not this weekend, but next weekend. It starts on Thursday and will wrap up on Sunday. Hopefully, weather permitting, 11 a.m., and then if there's a game 2 that's necessary, then you'll see that one play out as well. How much are tickets to go and watch?
So it's $5 to enter.
Okay.
For the whole day. And again, that's just to kind of recoup some of the cost for, we're putting a banquet on.
Right.
And that's coming out of our pocket. And that will feed all the teams and coaches. That'll be Thursday evening after the 3 games on Thursday. There'll be 3 games Friday. And then the River Dragons are going to play Friday at 6:30. So we've kind of incorporated that. And then we'll do 3 Saturday and then either 1 or 2 Sunday.
Man, this is a machine almost of a tournament. That's a lot of games in a not very long enough time, And how do you manage that? Is that the league that kind of helps you guys organize it, or is it all up to your guys' logistics?
There's some guidelines that we follow, but we've got the feel for the weekends, and we know how many games we got to play. We know how many teams will be there. We just don't know who's going to be there yet. So it's pretty well. It's a 6-team double elimination tournament. You can Google that and figure that out. It's just when you start, when you end, and you got to figure the banquet in there. And then we worked around the River Dragons, and they've invited all the players and coaches to come out. They're going to recognize them, and which will be neat for them kids because they'll get to see the next level.
For sure. And now, with it, how many volunteers? Do you guys have any volunteers?
We're all volunteers.
How many are on deck and are going to be out there at Gordon Moore this next weekend?
So my family's a big help. We'll have some parents out there helping.
Really cool.
It kind of runs itself. I mean, the umpires come, from an umpire association, and there'll be some Legion members there. The chairman of the Junior Legion Baseball, the state chairman, will be there. He oversees everything. He gave me some guidelines to follow. Known him for years, a great guy. I mean, obviously he was there last year. I was with him the year before. He's from Steelville, Illinois, and then we're lucky to have the Senior Legion state chairman, and pretty well the guy that runs everything in the state from Belleville, pretty close. And
man, I like this. Well, I wanted to know a little bit more because we always read about the Legion and RiverBender or some other publication, but to actually know a little bit more about the breakdown and how this works, it's really exciting. And you got to have a good team to really get some runs across and really to win the damn tournament. I mean, this is exciting.
Yeah, it really is. And, do I want to win 3? Yes. Will we win 3? It's going to be difficult.
Right.
It's really going to be hard.
Well, Doug, I really hope nothing but best success this next weekend for you and the team. And fill us in on how everything goes. I know we'll probably be out there for one of the days. And really just it's an awesome thing for Gordon Moore Park to have, and especially for the community to come out and be a part of and support the next generation.
The kids that are playing in it is a new group of kids. The kids that won the last 2 years, they've moved on. Yeah. They've aged out. They've moved on. This group doesn't realize that they're going to get to sleep in their own beds.
Oh, right.
And, that's an advantage.
A big one.
It really is. But, it would be great to see the community come out and support these kids from all over the Riverbend area And I appreciate you having me.
Man, thanks for stopping by. This has been a great talk. And guys, you can see more of this. We're going to link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. You can find it on RiverBender.com/daily show. And we'll see you there at the Legion Junior Baseball State Tournament next week. And it starts next Thursday. And we'll watch that Alton team hopefully come back with a three-peater. We'll take a quick break and come back with Rat Crown right after this on RiverBender.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. OSFOnCall.org/virtual visit.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to Our Daily Show, 11:02. That's the time as we wrap up this Tuesday morning. We'll see you at Villa Rose here in just a few short hours, 3 to 5 for their 40th anniversary celebration. Join me then, won't you? And try your best to stay out of jail.